friends, how is everyone doing today? This is Sheree. Welcome to my channel, Turquoise Dreaming. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to everyone. So I'm so excited to share with you another one of my blank journals, as I've challenged myself for the month of June to make blank journals out of some books that I showed you at, really I showed them to you at the end of May. So anyway, this is technically this is the fourth one. Two of the books I showed you, somebody, customer slash subscriber, said that she would like those. So those two went to her, are going to her. And then I went on with the stack. And so this is the third one. What did I just say? Fourth one. This is the fourth one, because Raggedy Ann, if you saw that, I did that flip through on Friday. That was the third one. This is the fourth one. Sorry, I'm getting myself confused. So I just got I got it all tied up here, like as if I was going to possibly wrap it up. This is how it will. This is how it look. I like to put a little. I'm putting a little, closure around these with a few things. I like to tuck a few things in. If I can find something to tuck in the front, I will. So anyway, this one I have a little envelope of goodies, which I'll show you at the end. And I have some of my sewn together strips here. And as a closure, well, I have the yellow fabric here. As you can see, it's kind of a golden yellow. Two signatures with this pretty flowers, and all these colors coordinate with the cover. And then the yellow, this actually is a gingham yellow and white, really pretty ribbon. I don't know if you can see the gingham in the camera, but hopefully you can. And so, yeah, that's why I use it as a little, just a tie around closure, so that if you want to use it as a closure, you can, or you can just use it as a pretty piece of ribbon to cut up and make some tags or whatever you like to do with it. So that's why I didn't attach it, so that you could use it however you wish. So here's the cover, so cute. As I said when I started this journal in this particular book, is I never made a journal out of a Dr. Dan book before. So I really, it's simple, but so cute. Here's the back of this one. So just so adorable. And I have to remind myself, these are blank journals, Sheree. You can't decorate them. So so I just tucked quite a few things in here so you could decorate. And I did the first one video on how I did the inside of the covers here using pages from the book. If you didn't see that video, that was on Saturday, this past Saturday, and I showed you how I did this, and it turned out so cute. I think I'm gonna be doing that all the time now, because I just love how it turned out. It's just so adorable. So it's two signatures. There's about 40 pages or 80 surfaces in here. So for a little little golden book with two signatures, a blank journal, you get all my decorated paper clips, and you get all the things tucked in here. So I think it's a really good deal as far as what you get. And then you can turn this into whatever you want to. You can add pockets, you can add pictures, you can draw, you can paint. There's just plenty of room, write whatever you want to do. So I showed you the first responder. It's called a first responder collection kit from Echo Park that I used a couple of their scrapbook papers in here. So this is one of them, and I picked this one out because it was red, and it just went so well with the colors. You've got Dr. Dan is red, and he's got his little wagon with a little hospital sign there. So cute. And then this is what this side of this paper looks like. Adorable. And then I made a tag out of the paper that was the cover paper of the kit. The paper that shows you the samples. I've been making tags out of those. I do as much as I can not to waste any paper. So those I think they make really cute tags. And I backed it with some of the paper from that kit. This pretty, it's got a kind of lines on it, and lines going that way too on it. So it's so light. I just wanted to let you know, because it's so light. I don't know if you can see it, but I backed it with some of that cardstock. That was cardstock from that scrapbook paper. So I backed it so it would be nice and strong. And you've got yellow paper here, pretty yellow paper. And then all the rest of the pages, like I used a couple, here, front and back cover, and then the rest of the pages are in here. So you'll recognize those as we go through. I won't say I'll try not to say it's a page from the book every time, but I don't make any guarantees. And then I used up pretty much of the rest of that one scrapbook paper collection kit from Echo Park in here. So you'll see, like these, well, in here and in the Nurse Nancy book, I divided what I had about 6, I think it was journaling cards like this size, and I put 3 in here, and I put 3 aside for the Nurse Nancy book. So that's one of the journaling cards. And then I made 2 out of some cut-offs. I made a pocket here. So this pocket wraps around. You'll see the back half of it in the back half of this signature. And there's one in the second signature too. Nice big pocket, nice sturdy pocket too, made out of cardstock. And then in here I have one of my bingo journaling cards and a book page tag here. This is piano roll paper on the back, and this is made out of some vintage, and it's sewn around, made out of some vintage book pages there. So we'll just stick that back in there. And so yeah, it's a nice size pocket that you can put lots of things in. And then there was another cutoff here too. It's a good size cutoff, so I made a page out of it. Music page here, vintage. He's looking at her boo-boo. Oh, this paper that I put in the middle of each of the signatures in this journal came from a magazine I had, and I thought it was so cool. I guess it's a word search, but it was just one page in a magazine. And I think I have a little bit more of it too. There was a big piece of it in there, and it was glued in there, like, you know, that removable glue that they'll, you know, glue something into a magazine or whatever with. There was a little bit of that on here to keep it in the magazine. So that's what these spots are. There's a couple little spots here, you'll see, and that's what those are. I think those are from the glue that removable glue to take it out of the magazine. And you just kind of peel it off, you know, that type of glue. So we're on the back half of this first signature. So same type of papers here. The pages from this book, if you've never seen it, are so cute. The little boys and girls, and just everything about them are just adorable. And here's that second pocket I was mentioning. And here I have a tag. One of my I call these my serial number tags. These are made with some scraps that are so soft, but they look like and feel like handmade paper, and maybe they are, I don't know. I got them as they were and just made some tags out of them. And then this is one of the little retro birthday cards that I made into booklets, so I put one in here. That's in that pocket. And then here's another tag that is made from that paper, that cover paper. And this one is a little wider than the other one. So instead of adding a ribbon at the top, I just added this little fabric here. And I used my favorite stitch across the top. And as I was sewing this, and since this is a Dr. Dan book, this almost looks, I realized, I'm not a doctor or a nurse or anything, and so a doctor and a nurse may disagree with me or anybody in an actual medical professional, but I thought this stitch actually kind of looks like a little heartbeat, doesn't it? You know, a heart rate monitor or an EKG or something. I don't know. That's just what it reminded me of when I was sewing it. I was like, oh, that kind of looks like a heartbeat, or I never realized that before, but since it was going in Dr. Dan, it kind of like popped into my head. So if you want to say it's a heartbeat, why not? So this is one of my large index cards. This also has some fabric sewn here at the end as a little decoration, but you've got a large, and you could cut this in half too if you wanted to make 2 cards out of it. So it's a nice big card that you can do what you want with. And it's clipped onto that yellow paper. And then this is the back page of that signature. And then here's the next page from the second signature. And one of my postalettes that you can use as a writing page. Add to it, add a ribbon closure if you want, or make it into an envelope or pocket, whatever you want. It's up to you. Here's the pocket in this back signature, or second signature. And in here, I have a smaller index card with there's a little bit of fabric and lace sewn on here. and trim. And then there's a scrappy journaling card here. This is a children's encyclopedia page here. And then here's one of the drawing cards I was mentioning on this yellow lined paper. Yellow lined paper. I don't know if I said that clearly. Kind of didn't come out clearly, I don't think. This is a piece of my Easter egg dyed paper. First time I've used a piece of it, and I've really, thought, I needed to start using it. So I thought that was a pretty one, the green one. And there's another journaling card. This is from a vintage Richard Scarry book here. This page, I forgot this was in here, and there's a pocket there. Let me put something in here real quick, because I was probably going to put some of this in here anyway, so let me look over here real quick. So, yeah, there's some, I'm going to put this in the pocket, this pocket right here. This is some little squares you can cut apart. These are some little cut aparts from that, scrapbook paper kit. And I was going to cut these out, but I didn't know. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with them, because somebody might want to keep them together and like make a pocket or something. So I didn't cut them apart. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. And I don't know if I have any more of those, but I might. See, I have these two, these squares, and you can either use these as cut aparts, or you can use the other side. And if you want to glue something on here, then you'll have this side as a solid side. Let me see what else I have here. Let me put in here this one too. Here's a scrap you can use. So I'm going to put the little squares in here, and the scrap too you can cut up and do something with. Good, I'm glad I found that pocket. Oh, there should be another one here. Well, let me put one of these in here and one in the other pocket. That's what I need to do. So there's some more of that kind of word search paper there. And here's the other pocket right here. Richard Scarry page. And then here's one of my recipes from the Gift in a Jar book. I think that's Dan there, and he's having his mommy fix his boo-boo on that page. This is one of my little scrappy pads. It's a little mini one, a little miniature. They're so cute, just using up some little strips. I just think those are adorable. I made some of those one time. And so, yeah, back half of the second signature here. I love encyclopedia pages from children's books, so I really wanted to put one in here. There's another, this is the third index card, but they're all, if you notice, they're all different sizes. There's 3x5, the really big one that's like a whole page size, and then this one's 4x6. And it's clipped on and has a little fabric here too. This is a little vintage fabric right here, and this is this I'm not sure. I think I got that piece at a thrift store, and it's been cut up and things too. But I'm just saying, I think this one is definitely vintage right here, and this one, I'm not sure how old it is. I got it at a thrift store, but this one I got from a friend, so I know it's vintage. And then that's the last page, and here's. If you didn't see the covers when we did them on video together, this is the back cover, and I just thought this was so cute, this page. And if you didn't see that video, they're sewing around here that same heartbeat, that same heartbeat stitch. I'm going to call that my heartbeat stitch now that I thought of that. I've named the stitch. It probably has a name, but I'm going to rename it into the heartbeat stitch. So, okay, let me show you what's in the little envelope here. I just put some goodies in, and I was done, and I was like, oh, and then I put some more goodies in, and then I put some more goodies in there. So it always amazes me how much you can get into a little envelope. So I want to tie this up for you so I can see what it looks like. Just so cute. All the paper clips. There's a little tassel paper clip here. This one has some different stuff on it, and some on the side. There's my I've got 3 stitched fabric strips there. And then the envelope is a little kind of a craft envelope. It's kind of a little bit bigger than coin envelope size. And in here, I took the page, I put the sticker, I had quite a few stickers left on the sticker page from the scrapbook paper. So I didn't want to put like the whole page in there because there was a lot of, I used some of them. So I didn't want to put, you know, a page in there with stickers, some stickers that have been used. So I just cut them out like this in pieces so that you can use them as you wish. And then you can either use them as stickers or you could actually use them as ephemera too and use this, you know, backing as like cardstock. You know what I mean? So if you didn't want to stick them down, you could staple them down, you know, have them half on a paper, half off a paper like that. So, because you could like fussy cut these out like ephemera. So anyway, there's several pieces from, I divided that also between Dr. Dan and Nurse Nancy that I'm going to be doing next. So here's all the little stickers. I'll just run through them real quick and let you see what they are. And then there's a few other things in here. See, there's more than one sticker on a page. There's like 3 on that one. So there's really kind of, you know, a star and a police car. Quite a few stickers. Police office. There's some words in here. Superhero. Oh, and so that's all the stickers. And then here's some tickets. These are tickets I made and cut out. And then these are some game cards, 3 game cards. And they have words on both sides. So if you were going to glue one side down and make something out of it, a pocket or a tuck spot, you could pick your favorite side, whichever word you like better. And then some random stickers that, you know, I just have a lot of fun stickers like this. So I just put some random stickers in here for you to have fun with. Airplane. This one looks like a license plate. This one is like a window with has some flowers around it, like a little garden scene. There's some flowers there. And this one is a retro, it's supposed to be retro. And it says on the road, and this is a Volkswagen bus right here in case you can't tell what that is because there's a lot on that little sticker. I had to look at it for a few seconds like, what is that? Oh yeah, it says on the road, and that's a Volkswagen bus. So I have a whole pack of those Volkswagen bus stickers. I thought they were fun, retro type. I kind of, have you seen the new Volkswagen buses? I saw one the other day on the road and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool looking. I keep meaning to look it up online to see, you know, see more about them, but haven't done it yet. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the journal today. Stay tuned for Nurse Nancy. She'll be next. And when you see this video, it will be in my shop. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.